Management and riders are going to oblige Bruce Penhall. In fact, it's going to be a best-of-3 two-lap races.
Steve, that's a polite way of putting it. A match race. Yes, it is a match race, but I would say, actually, it's a grudge match race. Kelly Moran wants to beat Bobby Schwartz. Bobby Schwartz wants to beat Kelly in this race.
Now, they've got their front wheels right against the starting tape. If they break the tape, they will be disqualified. It's a good, clean start, and it is Bobby Schwartz looking over his shoulder as he veers high coming out of 2.
Kelly Moran goes back to the inside, but is just not getting the traction. Bobby bobbles a little bit on the outside. Kelly Moran sneaks back underneath him. Bobby Schwartz back to the inside. Kelly trying to use that traction on the outside. Does a wheelie. Bobby sneaks by him once more.
And here comes Moran on the inside. Moran headed for the checker flag. It is Kelly Moran by half a wheel, Bruce.
What an unbelievable race there, Steve. The fans just absolutely love it. Bobby just bobbled a little bit. Kelly got the wheels in line and won.
Well, the two of them were talking it over. They're going to do it again. In fact, they're going to do it 2 more times. But first, let's take a look at that final corner.
You can see Bobby on the inside. Kelly is on the outside trying to get the traction and sneaks by Bobby just by about a wheel, I'd say half a wheel length to the finish.
A few days ago, Bruce, I caught up with the fun-loving Kelly Moran as he visited his grandmother's house here in Southern California. And what a proud granny she must be. She was there when the victory celebration took place last fall after Kelly won the U.S. National Championship. She's also got to be proud of the younger brother, Sean, the reigning world long track champion who spends 10 months of the year out of the country. I asked Kelly how it got started.
About 1965, my parents were separated right around that time, and my father, when he was growing up, he always wanted a mini bike, and he could never get one. So when my parents were separated, he kind of got one off his site without my mother knowing. And my brother and myself used to go to Kmart and ride behind there. And from there, it just kind of went on from there. He got to meet some people at a motorcycle shop, and we just started getting into racing from there.
Car motocross would seem to be the place that a championship mini-cycle kid would go.
Well, that's funny you say that, because we used to do motocross, as a matter of fact, before we tried Speedway. And in Speedway, when we would slide, it'd be no problem, because that's what Speedway was all about. I suppose motocross, when we tried sliding with our full leathers on and everything, we just wind up high sliding or low sliding it, you know, so we got to try something else. So my father said they had this motorcycle sport where the motorcycles like to slide to the left, and they had no brakes. So we went to Speedway one night. And after that, we were hooked. So that's really kind of neat, but that's why we don't do motocross. It's very hard to slide, and they do too many laps. 4 is enough for me.
Kelly Moran ran his first Speedway race at the age of 16. At 18, found himself in Poland in the World Championship. And here he is right now on the inside against Bobby Schwartz. The score is Moran 1, Schwartz 0.
And Schwartz is on the outside, thinking that Kelly was going to be out there. Bobby's looking for the traction. Kelly Moran trying to come back underneath him. Bobby using all the racetrack that he possibly can, trying to stay in that traction.
Bobby doesn't want to be blanked here, Bruce.
Oh, Kelly Moran back underneath him. Kelly doing wheel stands because he's getting so much traction. Bobby closes the door on him. Bobby Schwartz wins with Kelly's front wheel up in the air. Steve, what an unbelievable race. The crowd just loves it.
And they're chanting for more, Bruce. They want more. And they're going to get it, too, because the rubber match of this 3-round match series will be coming up. You know, Bruce, when you think of Balboa Island, California, you get an accurate image of expensive yachts, even more expensive property. The beautiful people leading a seemingly idyllic lifestyle, which you might not expect to find in a back alley off of the village's main street, is the winter headquarters of an international speedway star. Yep, this is where Bobby Schwartz gets it done when he's in this country. Parts and pieces scattered all over on 4 motorcycles. He has 30 spread out all around the world. Bobby is his own manager, his own mechanic. In fact, during our short visit, he had 4 phone calls from Europe just while we were there. He's an amazing young guy. And Bruce, you, who teamed with Bobby to win the 1981 World's Best Pairs Championship, know better than anyone else that his goals lie a long ways from Costa Mesa.
Well, Steve, I always wanted to be that world individual champion, just like our friend Bruce Penhall was. I think that's possible. I've always looked at it that I've got enough experience now. I've just got to put all that experience to work on the track. I was a major who's won 6 world individual titles, didn't win his first one until he was 28 years old, and then won 6 individual speedway and 3 long track and numerous hundreds of other titles. And I've won a couple of world pairs titles, but never the individual one. And now I'm 28. Maybe my luck's going to change.
Another young man, Kelly Moran, has that same goal and would like to reach it before you do if he can.
If anybody can, Kelly can. Kelly's the hottest rider out there on the track. I mean, unbelievable talent he is. I have to work at it, and maybe not as hard as some, but I have to work hard. Kelly doesn't even have to work out. He just jumps on the motorcycle and just goes, and he's the best. He can outmaneuver anybody on the racetrack anywhere. I think the only advantage I have to Kelly is I'm a better starter than Kelly. Other than that, he's a hard one to beat.
And here they are, the best the United States has to offer, settling an impromptu best-of-3 match race series. The blue helmet, that is Kelly Moran. On the inside, on the pole in the white helmet is Bobby Schwartz. And Bruce, let's see if Schwartz indeed can get the better start.
Oh, and Bobby Schwartz made an amazing start to that first corner. Kelly Moran chomps back underneath him. Just seems to spin all the way down that straightaway. Kelly is pushing Bobby Schwartz hard. Bobby's using all the racetrack there, and he shuts the door on Bobby and puts him out towards the fence seat.
Earlier, we called this a ballet on dirt. Well, that's exactly what it's proven to be. As they come around the final corner, headed for the checkered flag, wheel in the air, Kelly Moran wins it. Unbelievable.
That's why they call Kelly Moran the miracle worker. He's probably got the best balance on the motorcycle I've ever seen, Steve.
And he has got this crowd in his hip pocket too, Bruce. Kelly Moran, the man who gives gravity a bad name. And Bruce, we've got to look at that again. I don't even believe what I saw. How he can possibly control that motorcycle standing on end.
You can see Kelly Moran on one wheel from one side of the motorcycle to the other. An unbelievable wheelie, crossing the finish line a half a bike length in front of Bobby Schwartz.
And Bruce, it's action like this that keeps the fans coming back week after week to Costa Mesa. In fact, the Speedway program here is the best attended weekly motorsport series anywhere in the country.